Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about food chains. What is a food chain? What is a food chain? A food chain is pretty much something. It's a model. It's a model. One sec. It's a model that shows organization of the who eats who. So a food chain is pretty much a model that shows the organization of the who eats who. So what does a food chain look like? That is what I'll be showing you right now. A most typical food chain starts with plants, and as you can see, I have 3 different organisms here. So most food chains start with plants, but some start with algae. Let me label this as algae. This is algae, and this is a plant. Just a common plant that does photosynthesis, and common algae on a lake that does photosynthesis. This picture over here is cyanobacteria. Bacteria. And these are bacteria that do photosynthesis. And keyword here is photosynthesis. These organisms produce their own food, so they're called producers. So these are producers. Label it yellow. Producer. And then basically, if we're gonna continue this food chain right here, a plant, its fruit, is eaten by, let's say, a rat. A plant's fruit is usually, it's eaten by a mouse, a rat, or a rabbit. I'm going to use a rabbit. So here I have a picture of a rabbit. Let's label him as rabbit. And actually, just to make this clear, let me delete these off. But just so you know, these can be started by, these can be at the start of the food chain. These can be at the start of the food chain. And most likely it's either going to be a plant, an algae, or a photosynthesis bacteria, a bacteria that does photosynthesis. That starts the food chain. Key here is the word photosynthesis again, because it starts with someone or something that can produce their own energy, which is a producer. So anyway, back to the rabbit. This is a rabbit, and he is a consumer. Because he eats the plant's fruit. He does not make his own energy. He just eats the plant for energy, pretty much. He is a predator because he eats the plant, so he's a predator. Predator. And he's also prey, as we will see in a minute. Prey. And now a rabbit is eaten by a hawk. Let's call him consumer 1, by the way, the rabbit. So he's eaten by a hawk. So I have a picture of a hawk, and the hawk is indeed a consumer because he eats the rabbit. He eats the rabbit, and the rabbit is the one who eats the plant. So the rabbit got the energy from the plant, and now the hawk gets energy from the rabbit by eating it. And remember, we eat food so we can have energy. So now you might be wondering, where do the plants get their energy from? Well, they get it from their carbon dioxide, their water, and sunlight, because they produce their own food via photosynthesis. And how the sun gets energy is something we'll talk about later. So the hawk is a consumer, and he's also a predator. Predator. And notice, we are at the top of this particular food chain. It goes plant, rabbit, hawk. Now a food web will just be multiple things. So like you could have a mouse here, mouse, and then that mouse is eaten by a hawk. So what I just drew now is a food web because it connects different parts. So that is pretty much what a food chain and food web is. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe for more content. Once again, I hope you enjoyed that, and everybody have a good day. Learn on.